my name is Arel and welcome back. I wanted to show you guys a tour of my Notion pages, particularly my planner extension. I recorded actually myself recording the screen and everything, but my phone ran out of juice and I didn't know that. And after I recorded, only 10 minutes of it was on there, and yeah. But I wanted to do like a little intro. I haven't shown my face here in forever, but this is me. And yeah, so I hope you guys like it and let's get to it. This is my extension on Notion. So this whole thing is a Notion page that you can create. I want to preface that Notion is free. I think they have a Teams version where you can collaborate with other people. I am in no way an expert. I just think that it is such a cool tool on the internet that's free, that you can do so much with it. And if you are familiar with it, people have used this in so many different ways online, and they create templates for anything and everything that you can think of. So if I was going to do digital planning, it would probably be Notion. It wouldn't be like those inserts that you write on your tablet or whatever. It's going to be pretty much this way, extension. So if you are familiar with how I have my extension during my analog planner extension days, you are pretty familiar with these sections. It's pretty much that converted digitally into a Notion page. So this whole page has jam-packed like information. It doesn't seem like a lot because I have these minimized, but once I show what these look like, you'll see that it contains a lot of information. So I want to like start right here. So this is my finance section. So I'll probably just go by section through section just for you guys to see. So here I have my bill tracker, and speaks for itself. I just have the bills on here, and I created these columns just to check it off whether I paid it or not. We're currently on December, so here are my bills, the ones with the smiley face, meaning I don't pay for those bills anymore. So there's that, and it's just like a table. And then I'll just uncheck all of this when the year resets for next year. So going back, next is my spending tracker. So I'll show you a blank one for January. And here I just have this table where you can put in the date, what you spent, how much, what the category is. So as far as categories here, I can choose. So I made these categories myself. So there's like different kinds, and then you can obviously do colors to specify which category it is. And I have a lot of categories on here. And then the source. So you can do what method of payment you use, whether it's cash, your credit card, debit card, all the things. And then I just have a spot here for comments. And then the page you can pretty much customize. You can do different things on it. I'm not going to do a tutorial because I will be so bad at it. I am still learning on how to work Notion, and with what I've made, it's so basic. It's pretty basic. But then I like how it has a sum on here where you calculate how much you spend for the month. And then I think you can also do it like just per category. Oh, how much did I spend on planner stuff? How much did I spend on health stuff, etc., etc. So that is my spending tracker. And then next is my online orders. And then here I just have, I'll update this guy. Actually, this is for December, so this needs to go away. Here I have the date purchased, the item, the source, like my method of payment also, and then the status. I could do, it automatically goes to purchased, and then I can change it to shipped, to received, returned, and if I got a refund after I returned it, and then also a spot here for notes. So pretty basic stuff. And then next I have my Amazon tracker. let me delete these because I think I duplicated stuff, but I forgot to delete the contents. So I wanted my Amazon to be separate than my online ones because some of the items don't ship at the same time, like with an order. And it just helps me to keep track of it better. That's why. Okay, that's my Amazon. And then next I have my payment plan tracker. So this is where I do like Afterpay and all that stuff. So that's basically it. I just keep track of when money goes out of my account. I check it off when it does. And then I have the shop, how much, and then how much is taken off each of the payment methods. So there's that. And I'm trying to not do that as much anymore. I used to do that a lot when it came out, when it first came out, but now I try to minimize. And then my debt tracker, here I did buy a spreadsheet on Etsy, I believe, that tracks my debt per credit card. I'm not gonna show it because I haven't updated it in a while, but I just have it linked right here so that it's still under my extension. And instead of saving this somewhere else, at least I can just click this, it'll go to that Google Doc, and then I can update it from there. And then here are just my past ones. So I try, once like the month is over, I will drag this down to this area. And then if you do want to obviously put it back up, you could just drag it. I have my monthly expenses, online order, and Amazon tracker. I have my sub and save. I just will do one item right now on my sub and save on Amazon. I just want to keep track of how much it is and how often I am getting it delivered. And then next is my subscription tracker. So here I have what I'm subscribing to, how much I'm paying for, what category it is. So I think I have entertainment, beauty, health, tech, and other. And then I have a frequency on how often I'm getting billed, whether it's monthly or yearly. And then the yearly stuff, I try to keep track of when I'm renewing the dates. So I think this one I need to change to 2025. And then just notes on here of like stuff if I'm going to renew, if I'm going to not renew, and when stuff is exactly. So here on Netflix, I get charged every the 20th of the month, Apple One 27th, and then so on and so forth. So that's my subscription tracker. And then next is my yearly expense. I haven't updated this. I will be tackling this once the year is over. And then I just input how much I spend each month on a specific category. It's going to take a longer time, but that's what I intended to do with this page. And then next is my credit journey. There's nothing on here. I wanted to make something like a fancy table in there, but I haven't had a chance to work on that yet. And then I have my spending rules here. Just have that on here to keep myself accountable, but it's just there. That is my finance section. Next is my health section. I just have 3 things under here: my medical log, skincare routine, and gym routine. So my medical log here, I just literally write what is being done to me every time I go to any type of healthcare provider, whether it's the dentist, my OB, my PCP, urgent care, all the things. If you want to write, let's say here, what's done today, and then just say like physical, and then what the categories are, and then like any notes right here that you want to put in. How do I delete that? There you go. So that's my medical log. And then next is my skincare routine. So here I keep track of the products that I use, and I separated them to my morning and my evening skincare routine. Some PRNs, meaning as needed, my hair care stuff, and what I bring with me when I travel. Here I just have like what type of skincare, what the product is, what the brand is, and where can I get it. And then same thing as with the night routine right here. And then PRN skincare is like what product or device I'm using, like the gua sha. I try to do that weekly. And then my hair care, I have the products that I'm using right now for my hair. And then travel is all of the products, pretty much the same as both my AM and PM. But then I also put in like what container I'm putting them on because I'm just extra that way. So that is my skincare routine. And then next is my gym routine, which is, yeah, pretty pretty basic, and I'm not gonna go through all that, but that's just like little exercises that I have whenever I like go to the gym. And that's my health section. For the giving, I have a gift giving table. I'm not going to open that because it has information about my family. So, but it literally just has which person I'm giving it to, what my gift idea is, where I'm going to get it, if I bought it, and if I gave it. It's like a table, and that's all it has. And then acts of kindness. This is just something that I kind of want to make different things that I can do, like volunteer at different places and all of that. And also different like charities that I want to like keep track of that I donate to. I do donate to two every month that just gets taken out of my paycheck. I just need to write those charities slash nonprofit organizations down on here. But yeah, so it's just a little extra. And so that is giving. And then next is faves. So I have my planner and stationery shop favorites and clothing. I believe, yeah, they're empty. They don't have anything on here yet. I'll probably make another table also just to like write what websites, what my clothes sizes are depending on which shop, and all that stuff. And then next is growth. My career, I have like my work milestones on here, and then to-dos for anything to do with my job, pretty much like license renewals and stuff like that. Next is personal development. And then this is another view that you can do. So you can do a table, a board, and these are just like really cute because like books you can type it in and then you can like move stuff if you would like. That's just another view like that they have on Notion. So there's that. And then next is like hobbies to try. So things I want to do, and then things that I'm doing now, and then if I did it already. I haven't updated this in a while, but I do want to continue just writing down stuff that I want to try. So that is my growth section. Next is my locale section. Because I am doing travel nursing, I wanted to create a page where I can write stuff down depending on the area that I'm currently in, all the stuff that I want to do there, restaurants that I want to try, coffee shops, all the things. So just to give you an example, when I was in Monterey, this is pretty much the thing. So like stuff to do, restaurants, coffee and bakery shops, and then holidays because I was there around the holiday season. And then I checked stuff out. So some I didn't get to do a lot, but I was pretty happy when I had my time over there. And then right now I'm in the Bay Area. So I am going to fill this out just based on what people recommend, what I researched. If you guys are in the Bay Area in California, if you have any recommendations for all these 4 categories, please let me know in the comments. I would appreciate it. And then restaurants to try, museums and exhibits, festivals and events. These were pretty much made for when I was still living back home in Arizona, stuff that I want to check out in the area that I am in. Next is my wanderlust. I have my bucket list right here. This is a template that I got from a Notion person on here because you can check out free templates somewhere. Where do I get that again? No, I don't think it's this one. I want to say it's either on search or, oh yeah, here. So it's on templates, and then you can like literally search habit tracker or finance tracker, and then a lot of free stuff will pop up. Some are paid, but this one I believe was free, and it's just a travel bucket list. And this person has like a sample of like things that you can do, and then you can like check off the countries that you want to do, and then an address book of where places are, and then you can categorize them by rating, type, country, city, and all of that. And there's an instruction right here on how to use it. So I got this probably last year and I haven't updated it yet, but I will soon because I visited my first out of the country this year and I have that travel bug and it's never going to go away. So I will be definitely updating this list. And then next is my travel resources. This is just some websites / information. Going.com is where I get flight deals. And then I just renewed my global entry and I have to renew it again in 2030. So just to keep track of that. And then next is this itinerary page that I made. I just did 3 columns here, list down of things that I want to do, tasks that are related to the trip, and food and drink as far as restaurants / coffee shops that I want to try in that area wherever we're going to go. And then here is the actual itinerary. So let's say for today, I want to explore. So I'll just write that. And then what I want to do, or well, the want to do, the explore actually goes to the I want to do activity if I have something scheduled, like there's a musical that I want to see in the city, and then where I want to eat that day, and then any type of notes that I would like to put on there. So that's my itinerary. And the good thing about Notion, I totally forgot, even if the person doesn't have Notion, you can share this database if you'd like, and they can just open it on their phone, their computer, and they can just see what you see right now. The only thing that they can't do is edit. But I think you have that option. It's basically like Google Docs where you can put in the option where people can just view it or they can also edit. Okay, so that's my itinerary, and next is my travel goals. There's nothing on here, but I just want to, it's kind of similar to the bucket list, I guess, so I'll probably delete this page. And then my outfit planner. So it's just a table, like what day, what the weather is for that day, what event am I going to do? Are we going to be outside? Are we going to be inside? And then what clothing I plan to wear, what shoes, and what accessories goes with that. I think this makes it so easier to like knowing what to pack, because if you plan your outfits ahead of time, you are less likely to bring more stuff, at least for me, but I don't know about other people, and I already tend to overpack. And then next is packing list. So this one I kind of made, this is basically the general packing list for any type of trip, and then I'll just modify depending on where I'm going and how long I'm going for. Oh, and then here you can see it's like a GIF. You can totally change the covers. You can do the gallery that's available on Notion. You can upload your own photo, a link, which is what I did. This is a GIF from a GIF website. So I just copied the image address, paste it on here, and then it shows up. And then you can also do Unsplash, which is royalty-free like images that you can use. So that's pretty much mostly what I have, but this one is really cool. So that's why I did that right there. So anyway, so this is my packing list. So I have my essentials, toiletries, meds, and then I have clothing, so outfits for each day, my essentials, casual, dressy, outerwear. So those are just right there. It's like just a guide, pretty much. And then my shoes, accessories, tech, travel bag, and then other stuff that I need to bring for the trip. I just reference this every time that I go on a trip, and then I kind of curate the trip specific packing list for whatever trip I am going to go to. So that is Wanderlust. And then next is home base. Home base is pretty much like house stuff / car stuff. So first section would be my car. And I have pretty much here what is being done to my car, how many miles, what I spent on, and other notes. And then next is storage unit list. I do have a storage unit back home, and I just list things down that are in there. It's not really updated. Let me see. It literally has all these things, but it obviously has more. I am visiting home again in the next few weeks, so I'll probably keep track of things that I have so I can update this list. And then next is home wish list. This is pretty much empty because I don't have a permanent home right now. For future uses, that will be that. And then product reference also just has the date purchase, what it is, category, if it's a hand tool appliance or a gadget, where I bought it from, and then warranty if it's a year, 3 years, or whatever. So I just have that. It's also for a permanent home type of situation. And then next is a first aid kit, what I imagine my first aid kit would be. I do have one. I have one in my car, and I just need to write down the items that are in there, when they expire, and what the category is, and how much I have of a specific item. So that is my home base. And next is the nerd space. So I have my reading list, and it's pretty much just what type of book, whether it's self-help, nonfiction, crime, horror, contemporary, etc., the title, the author, if I started it, and then what my rating is, and the link. I'm not sure why I put link on here. Maybe for Goodreads, but that's, I think, what I intended to do with that. And then next is movie list. So this is movies that I want to watch, basically. Pretty empty, but I have a shit ton of movies that I want to watch for sure. So I just need to put them on here. And then my TV show list, same thing. This one is pretty filled. I have been updating this actually more often than the movies and the books, clearly. Here I just have the title, how many seasons, where I can watch it, what the genre is, my rating, and then if I start it, if it's in progress or I finished. And then next is video games. I am interested in video games that I want to play. I have my Steam Deck / my Switch. Video games are on the back burner right now, but I do want to get back into it on a more regular schedule. And then lastly is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I made this list primarily for my boyfriend because I am educating him on all things pop culture. We are on Star Wars right now, and the next fandom we're going to explore after Star Wars, we're still kind of like halfway through. We haven't finished the prequels yet, and then we're going to do the original trilogy, or not the original, the new trilogy, the sequel trilogy, and then the like shows like Mandalorian, Andor, and all that stuff. So we still got a long ways to go. But then after that, I think we're gonna hit Marvel, and that's a lot. So there's even stuff that I haven't seen yet. So I'm trying to just keep track of what those are, and it's a lot. I think I want to make some for Star Wars actually, because it's just nice to have lists. So that is my nerd space. And last but not least is my hourly plans. I have my 2025 planner system. Just click through that. And I have both my planner and my journal. So this is where I planned everything. This is what I needed to buy, what I need to do to like print inserts, my ideas for function, and my ideas for deco. I'm not going to show you all that because, spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about them when I actually talk about the planners and the journals anyway. I was able to plan all of this on Notion. I kind of wrote stuff down still because it's still nice to write stuff down, but once that idea is written down, I transfer all the information on here, and it's just easier to keep track because I can check off like if I bought this specific insert or if I bought this cover and all of that. And then like some planner like wish lists, I will be putting them on there. Well, I believe this is still during my FCC days. So I wanted to do customs from BDS, but I will probably get rid of these now because I am not an FCC anymore. Or maybe, you know what, I'll keep them just in case. Okay, and then favorites, there's nothing. And that is pretty much my extension. I made this back in 2022, I believe, and I haven't made a lot of changes to it because it's been working the way it is. And the ones that I really need and update a lot are obviously my finances, my health, and my home base. Especially like with my health, I like that I can see on my phone if the doctor is going to ask me a question. Oh, did you see someone about like this complaint that you have right now before? And then, yes, during this time, blah, blah, blah. But I've had that written down in my planner before. But it's just nice to have it on my phone because most of the time up until now, I don't bring my planner with me. But now that I'm in my plotter, my tiny one, I do bring it everywhere. But I also don't want that written on my planner. I just feel like it's safer on my phone and as well as my finances also. So it's nice to have that. So these pages are private, obviously. There are stuff that you can share. So the only thing I have shared right now, just to like give you a quick peek, I guess. This is my page that me and my boyfriend share. I just have this like cute, like it's not a countdown, but it's just like we've been together for this time, and it's really cute. You can like share pages if you'd like to, and then these are my other pages that I have. I have my digital brain. There's not a lot in here. I can make a different video for this. My YouTube planner, my current travel job. This is where I keep track of the information that has anything to do with my job. And then my goal planner, and then some reading notes. Here, I guess. So I have books that I've read, The Five Love Languages and Atomic Habits. And for Atomic Habits, I write stuff that are important to me. And as you can see, there's a lot. And I haven't even finished this book yet. It's crazy. But let me see, like with the Five Love Languages. So I have notes about the Five Love Languages. And I do reread these because, especially like being in a relationship, you want to know what the love language of your partner is. And this book like really helped me a lot. It helped both of us a lot, actually. These are more intended for books like this, basically, that are for health, mental health, and all of that stuff. So there's that. And I think that's it. I have like our Japan trip planner. So it just has like the flight info. This is just a page that I made, and I did share this with my partner so that he can like see all of that stuff. And then just like stuff that we wanted to do before the travel, apps that we have to download, all of the things. And the beauty of this is, I cannot stress this enough, that I can see all of this on my phone. It's just crazy. Like I love that so much. And the way that it looks like on your phone, it's phone friendly. And then you can also download it on your iPad or any type of device that you have. And if you update it on one, it gets updated everywhere else. So it is really good. I highly recommend doing Notion for plans that are not super time sensitive, long term information tracking, like what I just showed you guys. For me, it's been working. I've been using it for 2 years now, and I intend to further use it in the next few years unless something changes and I want to go back to an analog extension again, which I highly doubt, but we'll never know. So right now, this is what works for me. It's been working for a while, honestly, and I really like it. If you guys have any questions that are related to the contents of my extension, please let me know. But as far as putting like Notion together, I just kind of played with it. That's how I was able to make my tables and databases and all of that. But there are plenty of tutorials online, and that's how I started, actually. And then I kind of just made my own way and did it however I wanted to. And it's not like as fancy as the other Notion pages out there. And I don't want it all floofy. It just looks like a fancy Excel sheet. TBH. Okay, so that is that. Like I said, please, if you have any questions regarding to the content, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.